Today I'm going to be discussing a very, I guess, vulnerable topic for me. Um, I'm going to be telling you guys how I became a housewife. And to put it like point blank, period, I became a housewife because I got fired. And it was totally out of the blue, unexpected. And I mean, who expects to get fired, right? But I'm a little, I wouldn't say I'm all the way over it, but I'm just a tad bit over it, or I've gone through the process of grief or whatever you want to call it. It's been about a month and a half or so, and I'm kind of adjusting to life as being just a housewife right now. Basically, I was in the HR department, and while this wasn't like my dream job by far, it was definitely a stepping stone. But if I look back on my life, I don't know what it was a stepping stone to, because if I think about it, I think I basically got in this position, like, how you get in things, or you get in position or get into things because it's the right thing to do, or it's forced, or it's just the next thing. What else are you supposed to do? HR was never really my passion. It wasn't something that I had always dreamed about, or that I thought I would be doing. It just kind of fell into my lap and I went with it. Fast forward, before this previous job, I was working at a nursing home in the HR department, and I was dealing with a lot. While it was a rewarding job, it was hectic too. And I wanted something that I guess I thought was traditional, something that I was on call, so I didn't want to be called at 2 a.m. in the morning and I have a brand new baby, and someone's calling me, telling me that, oh, such and such is not at work, or whatever the case may be. It was craziness. And I got this job, my previous job, through my husband, basically from him networking. And I came on board, and you know how you have this like feeling like in the back of your mind, and I guess my husband tries to say that I look for the negatives, and I don't believe I look for the negatives. I just think that I have this energy that makes me cautious to a lot of things. And I was nervous, for one, because my boss was a female, a black female, and that's sad for me to be nervous about, or sad for me to say, because I'm pro-black and pro, feminism, and I just couldn't, get with it. Anyway, so I came on board and things were okay. I kind of felt a certain way, maybe like the first day, but I just overlooked it. I felt that I was, basically, I was supposed to be seen and not heard, basically. And I have no problem doing that. But you take me from one location where I'm very needed, or I don't know what's the word I'm looking for, desired and I'm making an impact at this one job, and I kind of have my hand on the ball and I can run with it, and you put me in another position and you basically just want me to just go get you coffee or just go get you tea in front of all these people at a big executive meeting. You call me out to go get you tea. And for me, I came on board believing that I was being hired as your associate, and you're treating me like the intern. Like, you're basically hazing me, is what I say. I think hazing is a good word. You're basically hazing me. And me, I'm a very direct person. So I try to, talk to my husband and say, hey, how can I say this nicely? Or how can I say this as people do in Fortune 500 companies? How can I say this passive aggressive? That's a good word to use. And my husband gave me pointers, he gave me tips, and I used them. And, I guess she didn't like the passive aggressiveness or me trying to back her up off me, I guess, in a sense. It just got to a point where whatever I said, if I could have said that it was right, or I could have said left, and she was gonna say right. I could have said red, and she was gonna say blue. You get the point. It just got to a point where our language just was not adding up. And the reason why I named this channel The Struggling Housewife, I think that my husband and maybe my family members would even say that, oh, you living like a Atlanta housewife. And that is by far not the truth. I'm not living like an Atlanta housewife. I'm just living, struggling, trying to achieve something. And I struggle with the fact that, my husband, he can go out here and he can accomplish great things. He gets it. Like, he gets the corporate America life. And me, I went to school for journalism, and at this time I thought I was gonna be some star, what's her name, Angela Davis or Angela Reyes, some type of Angela out there. I thought I was going to be one of them, and here I am. I feel that I'm in the shadow of my husband. And I think a lot of things, like from before we got married, during our marriage, during our engagement, happened, and it kind of made me feel that way, where I'm kind of in this shadow and I feel like I have to prove to be something that I'm probably not. I'm probably not a traditional person, and I have to be okay with that. But I just basically wanted to start this channel to kind of show people that, the struggle is real. The struggle is every day, no matter how good it looks outside. I think everybody is struggling to achieve what they want to achieve. Everybody is struggling to be the best that they can be. I struggle with who I am as a person. I struggle with my identity, especially now that I'm a wife, I'm a mom. Who am I as just being like Kiana, you know? I know my values, I know my morals, I know what I stand for, but what creativity do I have to showcase Kiana? Ooh, okay, I'm not gonna cry. Okay, that was a little too serious.
Bring it back, bring it back.
I'm trying.
You got it, baby.
Can you pass my tissue? It's the wine. Do I have tissue particles on my face?
No.
Is the camera still running?
Yes.
You sure? No.
Pretty good.
Okay, so after a good cry break, and pouring the wine, this probably has me crying. As I was saying, I struggle with Christianity. I struggle with my relationship with Jesus. Like, I know I feel like I know who he's called me to be, where I feel like I know the desires that I'm asking for. And I'm just struggling trying to get those. Or, they say, cast your cares on the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Don't quote me on that, but you know what I'm saying. And I just feel in my life right now, I'm struggling to see that. And while this is not the season or stage that I desire to be in, it's the season and the stage that God obviously has me in. Because I feel that I can't sit up here and say that, I honestly really can't sit up here and say that my termination from my job was my fault. And I know that people say, oh, they did nothing wrong. But you know when you know a person. And some people might think like, oh, I know Kiana. Kiana is this, and that. But one thing Kiana has done is change. Kiana has tried to be nice to those who have been wrong to her. Kiana has tried to see the good in people and see that, people are not perfect, but you love people anyway. And I tried. Even after I got turned or fired, I actually text her and I said, I'm praying for you and I wish you well. I was not mad. It was just like this sense that came over me. Like, even when I'm being told these words, that I'm being let go, I wasn't mad. There was no reason to be mad. I was always told that nobody's mad but the devil. And of course, I had moments where I was mad at my life, mad because my paycheck wasn't coming in anymore, and we had to make adjustments in our lifestyle or whatever the case may be. But yeah, I just really wanted to make this channel because I know there are other moms out there who are struggling with whatever they are struggling with. And the reason why I titled this video How I Became a Housewife because I got fired is because when you think housewife, you think, some people might think, I guess because society and reality TV has made being a housewife so glamorous. And I watch it sometimes, and I watch it few times because I feel like a lot of it gets in my spirit. I don't know what message they are sending across, but it's not the message that I want to be fed to me. But when you see them on TV, you see like these fashionable, rich chick women, and their little daily problems of she said this or she did this, you know, whatever storylines they have going on. But I think the real housewives are the moms who aren't, you know, crying in the shower or, you know, laying in bed not feeling like they're doing enough, not feeling like they are making a difference in the world. And I just wanted to share my journey with you guys. But besides all my crybaby tears, I hope that you guys would like, share, and subscribe to this video so that we can go through this journey together. And if you're struggling with something at the moment, whether you are a housewife, a house husband, because they're out there, you're a struggling student, you're a struggling whatever. I mean, I feel that confessing your struggles means that you're not letting the devil hold you in. You're not letting him keep those depressive thoughts locked in your head. So while some people will sit up and say, why is she telling all her business? Or whatever the case may be. I feel like this is a way for me to vent and for me to talk because, you know, you can talk to God all day and that's what you're supposed to do. But somebody out there is probably sharing the same story that you have. So, whatever you're struggling with, list it at the bottom, tell me so we can talk about our struggles together and find a way to get to the main goal and achieve them. I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, anyways, mwah, peace, love, and joy.